told me, not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me, not to sell word.
It's your boy Crypto Blood. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Hope you guys are back into the swing of things. I'm finally getting there myself. Kind of took yesterday off as well. I didn't do much. Just kind of chilled with the fam. But hope your Christmas holiday or whatever you celebrate around this time of the year, hope it was stress-free and you got a chance to kick it with the family. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. So today we're going to talk about a subject that's very near and dear to me. I'm a quantum physics, quantum theory geek, man. I love that stuff. It really pushes you to the edge of what you even know as reality. You know, these quantum physicists have really found a lot of things that lend toward us not even really existing, like this whole reality that what we call reality really doesn't even exist the way we think it does. So it just has always fascinated me, and we'll get into an article that kind of relates to quantum theory, quantum physicists, or quantum physics, I should say, in regards to cryptocurrencies and computer chipsets and stuff. So we'll get into that. Let's take a look at Marco's crypto Christmas countdown. Almost done, people. Day 27. And for today we have Omizago. I own Omizago, and very good performer, even at the price I got in. But this is going to be huge, and this is kind of per Clif High's Webbot information. His bots, his predictive linguistics show temporal markers for Omizago being very close or near Ethereum prices or ETH prices. So again, the token is Omizago. Symbol is OMG. Current price is around $15.27. Marco's price was $7.28. His gain is 110%. I actually got in around $7.68. So I'm not too far off from Marco's gains with Omizago. So just to give you guys a little background about Omizago, their whole thing, their theme is unbank the banked with Ethereum. So Omizago is a public Ethereum-based financial technology for use in mainstream digital wallets that enables real-time peer-to-peer value exchange and payment services agnostically across jurisdictions and organizational silos, and across both fiat money and decentralized currencies. This is designed to enable financial inclusion and disrupt existing institutions. Access will be made available to everyone via the Omizago network and digital wallet framework. So I really venture and hope you guys go check out Omizago. That project is going to be huge, and they're going to have some stuff coming out in first quarter of 2018 that's really catapult this pricing of Omizago tokens way up. So check out OMG, people, when you guys get a chance. So let's go ahead and take a look at CoinMarketCap real quick before we get into things. We are sitting at $593 billion for the market cap, and Bitcoin's dominance is sitting at 44.1%, just slightly down from a couple days ago. So pullback is still in effect, in my opinion. I did go half in, basically putting the 50% that I took out. I put 50% of that back in once it broke out of the pennant, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in regards to that right now. So I ended up getting back in roughly at I didn't get in right when it broke out because I wasn't in front of the computer. I should have put a limit order in, but I was, you know, with the family and stuff, and I ended up getting in around 15,000 roughly, getting back in half of my position. So just about break even right now, but as you guys can see, I drew this dotted blue line days ago and said it must get above 16, well basically 16,666 roughly, that area. And guess what it did? It bounced pretty much very close right off of that. And this is from Bitstamp, so it's not going to be the same levels on all the exchanges. But as you can see, I told you guys many times before, you can simply trade off of support and resistance and trend lines, and a little Fibonacci retracements and extensions if you want. But that helps as well. But yeah, we got to just keep an eye on this. And actually, what I'm gonna do here really quickly while I got you guys, got your attention, I'm gonna extend this trend line out. Okay, so what has happened now as we've done that is pretty much bounced off of that trend line. So we're gonna need to watch this. If it starts heading back up, I'll go ahead and put the other remaining cash back in around, probably around 16,000, and we may see something like this happen. I'm just going to show you really quickly. So we'll probably see something like this, and then it'll break out of this pennant and head up from here. So just keep an eye on this. Again, when you're trading, people, you want to flow with the market. Don't let that ego get in the way and try to say, oh, I'm gonna time it, it's gonna go here and I'm gonna buy here. And no, you let the market come to you. You know, you never chase the market. You gotta let the market come to you. So let's take a look at this article. And this article is out of Cointelegraph, and I've actually had this pinned for a while to let you guys know about. But I saw a tweet from Clif earlier today, and he says here, in my opinion, the cool thing about quantum computing is the ability to build quantum routers/servers to have instant internet anywhere in this known universe. Diving deep into the qubit world with Q#. Gotta love quantum entanglement. So what he's referring to, again, this stuff I absolutely just go crazy when I hear or research and learn more about quantum computing, quantum physics. Quantum entanglement essentially is the idea or theory of non-locality, meaning that two particles can be on the opposite side of the universe, and if one is spinning up and the other one is spinning down, if we change the spin from that one particle from spin up to spin down, the other one will automatically spin the other way with no time difference. It's no lag. It'll just swap, and it has nothing to do with distance or anything. And scientists have actually achieved this experiment here on the planet. So they've done this between, I think, here in Great Britain or some other country. They had a particle. They were able to entangle the particle and then separate it. And once entangled, you can separate that particle. Again, distance is irrespective of distance. And they changed the spin of that particle, and the other one changed instantaneously. So now they're starting to play with this type of quantum entanglement in regards to sharing information. Because really, a spin up, spin down is the same thing. You can think of it as like it's a binary event. It's a 0 or 1. You know, spin up can be 1, spin down can be 0. So when I saw this tweet, I was like, let me definitely do the article on the quantum chip breakthrough. And the article says here, breaking, researchers reveal first ever complete quantum chip architecture. Article goes on to say researchers at the University of New South Wales have revealed an architectural structure that solves some of the stability issues that are facing quantum computing scientists, according to this recent report. The new architecture, which the report compared to significant as landing on the moon, utilizes currently available processors to organize how each spin qubit, I was just talking about spin qubit, is kept stable and interacts with those around it. By building a grid of silicon transistors to control the spin and interaction of each qubit, the researchers have been able to stabilize interactions between them, the sticking point of quantum computing to date. The author says here, by selecting electrodes above a qubit, we can control the qubit spin, which stores the quantum binary code of a 0 or 1. And by selecting electrodes between the qubits, 2-qubit logic interactions or calculations can be performed between qubits. While the research moves the technology forward, the report indicates that there is still more to do to create a commercially viable technology. So how does this relate to cryptocurrencies and blockchain? Well, eventually, very soon, I believe that they will have a processor that's able to do so many computations that it'll be easier for these types of machines to basically break by brute force, have a higher probability of figuring out the private keys for wallets. However, I will say this, to not scare anyone. Bitcoin, the way Bitcoin was designed, which is just ingenious. Satoshi Nakamoto had to be a group of individuals who were very proficient in cryptography and all of that good stuff, because it was designed in a way using SHA-256 that hashing algorithm or security algorithm can be tweaked in a way with a few patches to be quantum resistant. So it's not an issue. It hasn't been done, yet. Of course, they haven't done this update yet or upgrade yet to the protocol, but it can be done. There's been research on this, and so it can be done, and it should not be an issue. So that I would assume, I don't know this for sure, but I would assume pretty much any of the other altcoins or token, Ethereum, would be able to handle this as well, EOS or any of the other ones. So this will in my opinion be that last, like, cryptocurrencies is one step forward for humanity, but I think the next frontier is quantum computers and quantum chips, because that will allow us to get as close to, or if not simulate, consciousness, in my opinion. And that's going to be crazy. So the article finishes up by saying, according to researchers at Carnegie Mellon, quantum computing could theoretically be used to break through the encryption mechanisms of blockchain technology, putting the security of the network at risk. The risks associated with the quantum computing, however, are somewhat distant, potentially giving researchers time to build encryption patches that will be able to handle quantum computing risks. And like I said, this is definitely something that's already been thought about, and thank God that the structure or how they built Bitcoin will allow for them to patch it in a way where it will make it pretty quantum resistant. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you have more questions about quantum theory or this article, I may be able to answer those for you. I hope I can. And yeah, these are exciting times, people, and these types of technologies are going to further humanity by leaps and bounds. So this is a very important topic and subject. You guys should definitely look into quantum theory if you're into science and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.